Let's take a look at the color balance tool. So like your other tools, you're going to come up to your menu, colors, and color balance is the first one on the list. When this window pops up, just to sort of break down what you're looking at here, in the range adjustment area, it's going to look at either the shadows, the midtones, or the highlights. It's not going to look at all of them together. You're going to work on each of those individually. The adjustment tool here, or the adjustment part of the tool, is going to allow you to shift the color from one color to another. So in your top row here, cyan is another name for blue. So you could shift more to the blue side or more to the red side. Magenta is another type of another name for red, another type of red. So you may be shifting towards the magenta or more towards the green. And then the bottom one, you could be shifting more towards the yellow or more towards the blue. We're going to use all of these in concert with each other. That we'll start with the midtones because that's where the majority of your color is going to lie. And then you can adjust for shadows and highlights just to make sure those colors look a little bit better. Just as a reminder, you want to have preview turned on so you can see what you're doing as you go. You may choose to use split view. Split view to me makes a little more sense in this instance, so I can check the original color faster as I'm going. So when I look at this image, it's kind of got a green cast to it. So since I'm using the word green to describe why I think the color is wrong, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move away from green. So you see that the further away I go, you get these weird magenta colors, right? And then if I go towards the green, it makes it all green. So I don't, obviously, since it's green, I want to come down on the green just a little. Okay. When I look at the highlights here, I see a little bit that we're going towards blue, so I might pop the yellow down just a little, and then I'll bring the cyan a little bit more towards the red because the wood that I used in this project is a little more orangish than what it's showing up here in the normal view. So I did my midtones. Don't forget, you want to just double check your shadows. So what I end up doing just to see what it's going to start adjusting, you see if I just grab a slider and start moving, I can see it is actually going to adjust quite a bit there. So I'll bring that back to 0. Okay, anyways, we'll get that to 0 eventually. And then again, since I have that sort of green, I want to move away from green a little bit. And you'll notice a lot of these changes aren't massive. They're going to be real subtle changes, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And then I can go to my highlights. And again, I'm going to adjust to sort of get away. And again, if I slide that, I can see where my highlights are. That I kind of want to get a little bit away from that, get a little bit away from the green. Okay. So if I turn split view off here for a minute so I can bounce back and forth, you see I've gotten a little more reds in there, so it looks more like what the actual lighting sense was there. So this is a great tool to use when your colors are off a little bit.